Pictures up. Rolling. Action.
What, do you think I'm enjoying myself? My jacket's on. I've been giving her dirty looks ever since we got here. No, not right this second. I told her I'd give her half hour. She's got 10 more minutes. I don't know. She thinks that if I leave without her, it'll be too forward. I don't know. She's worse than usual tonight. She's just kissing this guy's ass and laughing at things that aren't funny. Yeah, well, it's the same shit. Ugh, I know. I know, and then she wonders why they make her miserable. Ugh. Boring. Terminally boring. No, but you don't have to talk to him. He's got it all over his face, all over his clothes. He's just mediocre, you know? You can't help it. Okay, well, I have to go. Soon. Love you too.
Who do you know?
What?
Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Here at the party. Who do you know?
No one. I'm a friend of a friend. I'm just waiting on someone.
Do you want me to introduce you around? I can introduce you to some people.
No. No, I'm fine. I'm not really feeling too well, so.
Oh, really? Huh, sorry to hear that.
I'm fine. I'm just not really feeling social.
You see that guy over there?
The guy with the purple shirt?
No, not that fuck. The guy by the sink.
Yeah.
He's got Kurt Cobain's pancreas.
What?
No shit, Cobain's pancreas.
Why?
I don't know, he's always had this fucked up pancreas with some genetic thing, and he needed a new one. So for a long time, he was on this waiting list because they're hard to come by, and he wasn't like on the brink or anything. But one day, his doctor called him up, told him to bring his ass in for surgery. He didn't know it was Cobain's pancreas until like 2 days later. He hadn't even heard he was dead yet. This candy strapper chick came up to him when he was coming out of it and was like, dude, you're so lucky you got Kurt's pancreas. And he's like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, don't tell anyone I told you. It's supposed to be confidential. I can get in trouble. Can you imagine that shit? To just wake up and find out that A, Kurt Cobain's dead, and B, that you've got his fucking pancreas? Jesus Christ.
Wasn't he like a heroin addict? I mean, can they just give them
That's
out?
what I thought. But it was cool. Apparently his stomach linings and liver were all fucked up, but his pancreas was fine.
I mean, is he okay? Your friend?
He's not my friend. I think he's kind of a dick, actually. But yeah, he's alright. He's not supposed to drink anymore, but he does anyways, and nothing's happened to him yet. Can't listen to Nirvana, though.
Jesus.
And he's that guy playing the video games?
Yeah.
He's this gamer freak. That's all he does. He never leaves his apartment. He's only here because somebody made this homemade video game he wanted to check out.
That's really sad.
Like 4 years ago, he was totally broke, about to be evicted from his apartment because he didn't have a job. And still, all he did was play video games. He was like pathological. Finally, this newspaper does an article about how all this guy does is play video games, and he like knows everyone ever made or whatever. And this gaming company reads about it, and they hire him to just sit on his ass and play video games as a consultant. So now he's making a bunch of money just to sit on his ass and tell them what he thinks of these games. That's it.
I mean, that's the American dream.
Right? But the weird thing is that he has all this money now. He's like a millionaire from this job, but he still acts the same way and still lives in that same shitty apartment.
Wearing the same shitty clothes.
He still acts like he has no money because he feels that with money, he loses identity. Without money, he was a loser. He was used to that. He knew what it was. He did that well. Now, if he starts to enjoy his money, he feels like he has this huge potential to fuck it up somehow, you know? To lose it and get ripped off. It makes sense when you think about it.
That doesn't make sense. That makes no sense. In fact, that sounds like bullshit. It's all bullshit, isn't it? That guy doesn't have Kurt Cobain's pancreas, and that guy is no millionaire. So what's your problem?
So what's your problem with Liz?
What? How do you know her name?
I don't think he looks boring. He seems cool enough to me.
You heard that? You were listening to me?
And as for the kissing his ass, I think she's just being polite, you know? There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so what, are you fucking spying on me?
To me, it looks like you're jealous.
Jealous of Liz. Jealous of Liz, why? Because she's talking to some zombie broker from New Cannon?
And you don't care enough about her to want her to meet someone and be happy.
What, do you think he's gonna be happy with him? If he calls her after tonight, That's a big if. And even if they go on a few dates and can stand each other, and even if they get married and have beautiful fucking kids, he will never make her happy.
Why not?
Because she is always going to be thinking about how she could have done better. How she could have found someone taller, funnier, better looking, more interesting. I don't know. She used to do really well. Guys liked her, people liked her. She was fun. And then somehow she just lost something. You know, she doesn't have the same self-respect. I don't know, you can tell by just looking at her. She looks like she's ready to be wounded.
That's called vulnerable.
So, vulnerable looks like you're about to get your ass kicked. Why is that a good thing?
Why is that bad?
It's not bad. It's just not something... I mean, I just think it's pathetic. It's not something I'd want to advertise.
Well, what do you want to advertise?
I don't want to advertise anything.
If you had to describe how you'd want to be seen.
I don't know. You tell me.
Like you've got your shit together.
Mm-hmm. But I don't.
I just think you're bored. You're bored with your life, bored with yourself, bored with that guy on the phone. I think you feel like nothing different happens to you when everybody looks the same and nothing really matters to you or excites you like it used to.
Is that so? Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you and listening to your bullshit stories about people you don't know and your bullshit pop psychology about people you just met, but I really gotta get going.
They're not talking anymore.
What?
He's talking to some other girl now. She walked into the bathroom.
Great, he made her real fucking happy.
That's cold.
What? What is that supposed to mean? You don't even know her. It's my shoulder she's gonna be crying on. I'm gonna have to be the one to tell her it's going to be okay and that he wasn't worth it anyways.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so what are you saying? Do I have problems? Yes. Do I take them out on other people and be a bitch on the phone? Maybe, but what the fuck business is that of yours? You don't know me. You don't know my business?
I didn't say any of that.
Okay, so what then? What are you saying?
Nothing. I'm not saying anything. Listen, do you want a beer?
What?
Beer. Do you want a beer?
No. No, I don't want a beer. What is that?
My cooler?
Yeah, I see. It's a cooler. Why a cooler? Why do you have a cooler? This isn't a picnic. There's a fridge here.
Yeah, the fridge at a party. No, it doesn't work. Somebody always gets screwed. I'm happy to be my own bee, but it's gonna stay my own bee, you know?
Well, you offered me a bee.
Hey, I'll give away all my bee. I'm not stingy, but if I give it away, I want to know where it's going, you know? I don't know these people. I don't want them in my stuff.
Okay, well, you must know somebody. I mean, you offered to introduce me around.
No.
Well, who'd you come with?
No one. I heard some people talking about a party. I thought I'd check it out.
So you know no one here.
No one?
So you're basically trespassing.
I wouldn't call it that.
Okay, what would you call it?
I don't know. Hanging out?
No. No, it's not even hanging out. It's hovering. You're undermining the whole point of a party. You're like the anti-party. You're like the one-man wrecking crew. I mean, parties are supposed to be social events, right? Well, what do? You sit here by yourself, completely isolated, protecting your cooler of beer.
For you a beer.
You eavesdrop on people's conversations, and then you make up stories about people you don't know, right?
I don't know, basically.
I could see that.
Cut.